dress it up as coincidence, like time is just a twist. But I can see the pattern clear in every little shift. I'm good enough at midnight, but not in daylight hours. You say it's complicated, I say it's just your power. I won't be your second choice, your safety net, your spare. Don't whisper that you miss me if I'm not the one you wear. You don't get my loyalty when I'm your afterthought. If I'm only there for backup, then I'm better off not. You hide me from your circles, keep it low and vague. But when you need affection, you suddenly engage. You say you like my energy, my calm, my steady tone, but never loud enough to claim me as your own. It's not about attention, it's about respect. And I can feel the difference in how you connect. I won't be your second choice, your temporary fix. You don't get full access when you're playing tricks. If you only see my value when your first plan falls, then I'm not the one you want, I'm just feeling whole. I deserve consistency, not emergency calls, not almost being chosen when your other option stalls. No competition here, no race to win. If I'm not priority, I'm not stepping in. I won't be your second choice, not now, not again. You don't get the best of me when I'm your what if then. Choose me from the start, or don't choose me at all. I'm not a quiet fallback when your main plans fall. If I'm not first decision, then I'm walking free, because someone's first choice is exactly who I'll be. Phone lights flash, I let it die. No more waiting on your reply. You scroll my name and feel that void, but I'm not built to be deployed. Fresh cut stems in cloudy glass. You said it's nothing, just the past. Kitchen quiet, clock too loud. We don't argue, we don't shout. Your hands steady when you pour, like you haven't done this before. There's metal under petals, there's silence under settle. There's something you won't say, there's a blade in the bouquet. There's metal under petals, There's a crack in every phrase. There's a blade in the lace. Without a fuss. You had a moment right in your hand, but you played careless, bigger plan. You like the comfort of me staying still. Didn't think I ever had my own will. Now you look surprised, like I changed the script, but I just stopped letting things slip. You fumbled, that's on you. Had something solid, now it's through. Fumble, no excuse. You lost the real thing trying to choose. Now I walk different, tallest loud. Energy shifted, head in the clouds. You see the glow, but you miss the grind. You love the access, not the mind. You thought I'd wait, you thought I'd stall, but I don't pause for a late night call. You fumble, that's the truth. I didn't leave, you just lost your proof. You fumble, no rewind. I don't step back in time. You fumble, now I'm gone. Now I'm gone. No drama, no scene, just growth you've never seen. We started at the same table, cheap drinks, loud dreams, talking about the future like we own the whole scene. Late nights on the sidewalk, laughing at our fears. Swore we'd keep it solid through the coming years. Now the vibe feels different, conversations thin. You measure every sentence like it's points to win. We don't sit the same way anymore. Something shifted in the floor. Used to build, now we compete. Smiling while we got our seat. If success is what you need, why is it stepping over me? We were running side by side. Now it's you versus me. If loyalty was real, why's it feeling this unsure? We were solid from the jump, now I'm not so sure. No one had to lose for one of us to grow, but you turned it to a race I didn't even know. Pride between the door. I won't fight for someone who's already keeping score. If your version of a win means I fade behind the scene, then keep the higher chair, I'll build my own thing clean. No hard feelings, just clear sight. Some people change in the bright lights. We were close, that was real, but not everybody. No matter what happens, as long as I'm with you, world can shake, lights can fade, promises break, plans we made, but your hand still in mine. Through every fault line, we're aligned. If the sky falls down, we won't hit the ground. If the night gets cold, I won't let you go. Ooh. No matter what happens, as long as I'm with you. Through the fire, through the rain, I do it all again. No matter what happens, as long as I'm with you. Every storm we break, every breath we take, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Nothing else matters when I'm with you. Let the world run wild, let the walls come down. We don't need a crown when love's this loud. No matter what happens, as long as I'm with you. We don't need the light, we become the light. No matter what happens, as long as I'm with you. Through the dark unknown, I am home with you. With you, with you, with you. No matter what, as long as I'm with you. You like the way I'm moving different. Less emotion, more precision. Used to fall when you'd insist. Now I don't even clench my fist. You test the line, I redraw it. You want the vibe, but you lost it. Look, but don't touch. There's too much. You had enough. Look, but don't stay. You don't play in my space. Look, but don't touch. Look, but don't touch. Look, but don't touch. You miss the rush of easy power, but I don't bend after hours. You see the glow from far away, but you don't get backstage. No tension, no chase, just distance and taste. Look but don't touch, no rerun, no rush, no soft turn, no flame to burn. Look but don't touch, there's too much. You're back to look but don't touch. You had access, now you observe. Different level, different nerve. Soft light. I remember that moment. I walked alone through empty streets. Thought I could move on. Thought I could be free. Every shadow felt like a chain. Every memory was dripping pain. But then you came, and the world shifted. One simple touch, my heart lifted. Had you held me that day, I wouldn't have gone astray. If you reached out, I wouldn't have been lost this way. Had you held me that day, I wouldn't be fading away. The past would have stayed behind. you held me that day, I wouldn't have gone astray. If you reached out, I wouldn't have been lost this way. Now I see all I needed was your hand to be completed. Maybe I was lost, but you saved me with just a touch. We didn't fall apart, we grew apart. We used to talk till 3 a.m. Now it's you good, yeah, I'm fine. Used to share the smallest things. Now we barely share our time. Same couch, different screens, different worlds in between. We don't crash, we don't burn, we just slowly disengage. No explosion, no goodbye, just distance amplified. You stopped reaching for my hand and I stopped asking why. We didn't break, we grew apart. No shattered glass, no screaming dark, just two hearts losing spark in the quiet. We didn't leave, we stayed too long, holding on to something gone, dancing to a faded song in denial. In denial. In denial. You stopped noticing my moves, I stopped dressing up for you. Little shifts, little cracks that we both pretended weren't facts. It wasn't cheating, it wasn't lies, it was comfort in disguise. Safe enough to never leave, cold enough to never breathe. We mastered how to coexist, but forgot how to resist the slow erosion of a flame. We stopped protecting. We didn't break, we grew apart. No villain here, no broken heart, just a quiet drifting start of survival. We didn't fight, we let it slide. Watch the space get amplified, standing side by side, but miles apart. Maybe love doesn't always crash, maybe it just fades to black. Maybe staying isn't brave if there's nothing left to say. We didn't break, we grew apart, and that might be the hardest part. No one wrong, no one scarred, just silence. We didn't fail, we lost the fire, stayed because we feared the wire. Now I'm walking through the wire alone. No drama, no blame, just distance and change. You didn't break, we grew apart, we grew apart, we grew apart. I went everywhere just to end up where I started. I packed my bags with pride, left without a fight. Said I needed space, said I needed light. New faces, new distractions, late nights I can't explain. I kept calling it freedom, but it felt like running away. I try to build something brand new, but every road led back to you. I search for something different, something I never knew. Didn't realize I was just missing you. Something that will fade. Now I see the pattern, now I see the truth. All my detours will prove how when it circles, miles and miles, through borrowed hearts and borrowed smiles. I tried to run what I already knew, but the only love that felt like home was you. When it suits you, disappear without a trace. Say you hate complications, but keep me in this space. Late night, what you doing? Early morning gone. We act like it's nothing, but it's clearly something wrong. No label on the table, no boundaries inside. We keep it unofficial, so no one has to fight. What are we calling this? Don't say just a vibe. If I'm only convenient, say it straight, don't hide. You hold me close in public and distant in the day. If this just temporary, why do you make me stay? You say you like your freedom, like I'm trying to cave, but I'm just asking questions. You refuse to engage. Friends think that we're dating. You laugh and change the tone, but when the lights are fading, you don't go home alone. You want all the benefit without the weight of choice. Keeping doors half open so you don't lose your voice. What are we calling this? If it's nothing, let it be. Stop pulling me closer when you won't claim me. You say you're being honest, but you're leaving out the everything. No dramatic close, no angry goodbye. Just a choice made clear this time. What are we calling it? Keys drop on the counter slow. No one asking where I go. Hallway lights still left on, but it don't feel warm. Pictures hanging on the wall, saying friends that something's off. Every room echoes loud, even when there's no sound. Used to feel like shelter, now it's just a space. Used to feel like comfort, now it's just a place. It's not home, it's just a house. Walls up, but no one's now. Ceilings high, hearts shut down. Silence moving all around. It's not home, it's just a house. No more love inside these rooms. We built something once alive, now it barely survives. Kitchen table, empty chair. We don't even meet there. Different schedules, different nights. Avoiding simple fights. Television playing low just to feel what we don't show. Two bodies passing through like strangers always do. We don't slam doors anymore, we just close them soft. That's how you know it's worse, when the fire's lost. It's not home, it's just a house. No more figuring it out. Every corner knows the truth. We stop being me and you. It's not home, it's just a house. Built of habit, not of vows. Standing still, but breaking down. Brick by brick without a sound. No blame, just distance in our names. No leaving, no stay, just fading every day. It's not home, it's just a house, and I finally see it now. Love doesn't die in flames, it disappears without a sound. It's not home, it's just a house, and I can't keep living proud of something that we lost, while pretending we're not. Front door, soft close, cold air, empty hall, same address, different truth. It was ours once, now it's just a roof. Still a friend, no moving. Still life with a blade inside. Pretty surface, something hides. White roses, red beneath. Soft display with sharpened teeth. Still life with a blade. Still life with a blade. Ribbon wrapping, polite applause, champagne glasses, hairline flaws. You held the stems, steady hand. Didn't notice the quiet demand. Still sleeping under bloom, sweet decay, perfume doom. Touch lightly, pay the price. Every beauty cuts twice. Still life with a blade inside. Elegant but weaponized. Petals falling, truth revealed. Hidden edges never healed. Still life. Still life. Still life. Water stains the marble floor. Nothing looks untouched anymore. Soft echoes, I almost stayed there. I was wandering through nights alone, thinking the past would carve my home. Every corner held a memory, every shadow whispered to me. But then you reached, and the world tilted. One hand in mine, all the pain lifted. If you had reached for me, I might have never strayed. If your hand found mine, I wouldn't be this way. If you had held me tight, I wouldn't be lost tonight. The past wouldn't pull me down, and I'd see the light. I chased illusions of someone new, tried to replace what I already knew. Every fleeting smile, every borrowed touch couldn't compare to that one clutch. One simple gesture would have changed it all. Save me from the echoes of my fall. If you had reached for me, I might have stayed unbroken. If you held me then, until your hand taught me to move forward. We said we were fine. We said it was nothing. But something changed, and we both felt it. Which lights still left on, like someone's coming home, but nobody runs through that door like they did before. Shoes lined up the same, keys hanging by the frame. Everything looks untouched, but nothing feels the same. Talk about work, we talk about plans, but never about why we don't hold hands. Somewhere between comfort and pride, we stopped standing on the same side. We kept saying it's alright, while love was losing fight. Table, silent meals, both pretending we don't feel. Scrolling through a different world while I slowly unravels. You used to reach for me at night like losing me was your worst fear. Now you turn and close your eyes like I was never here. And maybe I changed too. Baby, I pulled away, but at least I tried to ask you to stay. We don't scream, we don't shout, we just slowly check out, and that hurts more somehow than burning it down. It's not home, it's just a house built on will figure it out, but we never really did. We just learned to live with it. It's not us, it's just a name, together but not the same. Standing close but miles apart, living safe but losing heart. You are not that man anymore, not the one I fell for. And maybe I'm not her too, but I still fight for you. Love didn't crash or explode, it quietly eroded, and that's the hardest truth. There's no villain to accuse. It's not home, it's just a house, and I can't fake it now. If love is barely breathing, I won't keep it on life support somehow. It's not us, it's just a phase that lasted for so many days, and I won't No matter what happens, stay close. City lights blur in the haze. Bodies moving through the base, but I don't see anyone else when you're standing in my space. No promises, no big words, just your breath against my skin. Let the chaos spin outside. We don't have to let it in. Stay close, what? No matter what happens, stay close to me. Through the dark, through the heat, feel the rhythm in your feet. No matter what happens, stay close to me. Let the world disappear when you're right here. Don't stay close to me. Don't say for real, don't say goodbye. Just stay right here under neon light. Your heartbeat under mine. Out of space, out of time. No matter what happens, stay close to me. We don't need the stars, we make our own gravity. No matter what happens, stay close to me. Let the night collapse. You're all I need. Stay close. Close to me. Even the shadows fall, we glow together. With you beside me, I'm never alone. doesn't matter if the world is black, as long as we shine, there's no turning back. Through every storm, through every fight, we'll keep each other, sharing the light. No shadow deep enough to dim the warmth we bring, but light within. As long as we're together tonight, we'll keep each other, sharing the light. Even if the world falls, even if the night stays, we have each other, we have the light. Streetlights bleeding through the blinds, quiet city, restless mind. Your perfume still on my skin, like you just walked back in. Half a glass on the side table, two shadows, now just one angle. I trace the space you used to take in every breath I fade. We said we'd never fade, but fading came easy. Now the silence hits harder when the room gets breezy. Now it's only the sheets and me, where it used to be. No more heat in the dark, just a fading spark. Now it's only the sheets and air, your absence everywhere. Every corner of this bed knows the things we never said. Midnight turning into 3. Memories don't let me sleep. Your side, smooth untouched, that hurts a little too much. I turn like you're still there, reach for skin, find cold air. Nothing left to hold but caught and losing warmth. Slow inhale, empty chest, no more weight on my neck. Used to move skin to skin, now it's quiet under dim. Now it's only the sheets and me, goes to what we used to be. Every wrinkle tells the truth of how I lost you. Now it's only the sheets and night, no more wrong, no more right. Just a body learning how to sleep alone somehow. Morning comes like creeps in, same four walls, no more him. Just the sheets, just the bed, and the echoes in my head. had the key, you lost the code. Thought I'd freeze, but I got cold. You play the calm, but I see through you. You missed the way I used to choose you. Late night calling, I let it ring. You had your moment, that was your thing. No comeback, no rewind. You crossed that line one last time. skin and softer metal. You hear confidence and call it change, but I found myself outside your edge. I closed that door, might out a spot, just knowing more. You love the version that chased your name, but I outgrew that waiting game. I won't go backwards, soothe your down. You had your window, you time now. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late now. You showed up out of nowhere. 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 You showed up. You showed up out of nowhere. You showed up. You showed up out. You showed up. You showed up out. You showed up. You showed up out of nowhere. 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 Showed up out of nowhere. You 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 showed up out of nowhere. The sky could fall, the lights go out, worlds could break,